What is going on, gamers? Welcome back. I hope you all are having a great day. And today, I just kind of wanted to talk about Alien Isolation 2 getting revealed, or I guess announced, not really revealed, just announced, that it is currently in early development. Now, if you don't know what Alien Isolation even is in the first place, I personally think it is one of the greatest horror games of all time. It is probably the best horror game that I've ever played, and I eventually do want to make a video essay on Alien Isolation. I'm gonna have to replay the game because I haven't played it since 2020 during quarantine. I played Alien Isolation and it was really fun, but yeah, it's also like a longer game. So I think what I might do is I might stream that eventually. I might do a couple streams on Alien Isolation. I think that would be fun. Maybe some late night streams. That'd probably be a good idea. Let me do that. Okay. But yeah, so Alien Isolation 2 is in early development and I'm super excited, and I would definitely recommend anyone who hasn't played Alien Isolation to definitely check it out. I mean, the winter sale will be coming up here for Steam, so it will probably be on sale. It might be on sale now, I don't exactly know, but definitely if the game ever goes on sale, or I believe if you have an Xbox, or if you have Xbox Game Pass, that's how I originally played Alien Isolation. It was on Game Pass, but that was back in 2020, so I'm not exactly sure if it's still on Game Pass, but if it's on Game Pass, I would definitely check it out. Like I said, it's a longer game, but it's very fun. It's definitely, pretty scary, and it has a great story too. I feel like the game is just really great overall, and that's why I eventually want to make a video on it. But also, with this being said though, I feel like gaming in a way, it's heading in a good direction. I mean, we've got, like I said, Alien Isolation 2 coming out, Black Ops 6 is about to come out here, GTA 6 is coming out. Like, I feel like we're starting to get like some really good games now that have been in development for some time, and we're truly seeing, I feel like, how special people can make some of these games when you actually put the time and effort into it. And it's very exciting. I feel like horror games can really have some of the best stories, or I guess like storytelling. I think of a game like Five Nights at Freddy's. It's sort of not turned, or it's kind of turned not into like a horror game necessarily. It's more of a maybe like adventure kind of game, I feel like, in a way. But I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's has always been, like a horror game, but I feel like the story has always been the most important part of the games. Like, the gameplay is one thing, but the story is so much more like rich, and even with like the books, and there's so much stuff Five Nights at Freddy's has done. But even with Alien Isolation, I mean, I think the gameplay is awesome. I love certain aspects of that game, like how if you're gonna go save the game, you can't just pause the game and save. You have to go to a little location in the game. You have to stick this little like, key card in there, and you have to wait a couple seconds until you can save the game. So if you're being chased by the alien, you can't just save the game. You have to make sure you get to an area, make sure you're safe, and save the game, because you could try to save the game and the alien's right behind you. They'll get your ass, It's just, there's a lot of good things about that game. Obviously, the soundtrack is awesome. In my We Were Here Together video, I did a whole video on We Were Here series. If you don't know what that is, long story short, it's kind of like a escape room kind of game, I guess, where it's like one person's in one room, one person's in the other room. You gotta talk to each other and be able to like do different things in each room to get to the next room. That game has a whole story, and I did a whole video on that, and I actually used some of the music from that game in that video. So if you watched that video and you didn't know, there you go. There's a little, I guess, inside scoop. But yeah, no, Alien Isolation, I'm super excited for. Or Alien Isolation 2, sorry, I'm super excited for. That's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be super exciting, and I think I might stream Alien Isolation coming up here. I mean, they did say it's in early development, so I want to make sure I get my video out before the second one comes out, but that probably wouldn't be until at least next year. But I feel like maybe 2026. I feel like that's when it would come out. So yeah. All right, everyone. Appreciate you watching, and stay safe.